Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Judge Stephen J. Hippler entered an order on June 4th, 2025, entitled Order Regarding Allocation of Reserved Media Seating. In paragraph 1, the court explains that he has received 2 requests for reserved seating for representatives of, quote, the media at trial. Specifically, the court received a letter on May 28th from counsel for, quote, a media collection, asking, amongst other things, to ensure that someone from the, quote, media is always able to be present at trial, that a seat for a pooled media member be reserved. Then the next day, on May 29th, the court received a separate letter from a local AP journalist, AP being Associated Press, ladies and gentlemen, asking that a pooled seat for a member of, quote, text media be reserved. The court then says the asserted rationale for both requests is a concern that the, quote, concert-style ticket reservation system that will be utilized might result in days when no member of the media is allocated a seat. The competing requests highlight part of the problem with reserving seats for representatives of, quote, the media. Idaho courts do not recognize who or what constitutes media. This is a problem that has gone back, ladies and gentlemen, I would assert, giving my opinion here, to the beginning of our country. Not everyone was a Benjamin Franklin, who was an experienced publisher of the Poor Richard's Almanac, for example, in the Pennsylvanian. There were a lot of people at the beginning of our country who were independents and who would put out press-related matters as independent journalists. The court then says, indeed, in today's world, there are unending people and organizations that can make a claim to being media. In addition to traditional or mainstream broadcast media, that the court then goes into, there are newspaper writers, there are radio news, independent investigative journalists, true crime podcasters, video bloggers, YouTube streamers, Instagram posters, Facebook page writers and publishers, other social media, quote, influencers found on an endless number of internet locations, as well as a plethora of other curators, commentators, and self-published journalists. Trying to obtain a consensus on who should be eligible to be a pooled representative is, per Judge Hippler, impossible. Providing reserved seating for endless representatives of various media types, even assuming those within each category could agree to whom their representative should be, would result in most all of the limited available seating being spoken for, such that the interested members of the general public are unable to attend. So what the court then did is that he points out that the community most impacted by these crimes, the citizens of Latah County, also the county financially responsible for the cost of the trial, are unable to easily attend because the case was transferred to a venue hundreds of miles away. And so what the court has determined is that there will be one pooled seat for a member of Latah County local media of wide circulation. It will be reserved, and the local broadcasters, newspaper, and radio journalists located in Latah and Nez Perce counties, quote, the local media must agree to a local representative to attend each day. It need not be the same person each day, Judge Hippler points out. Any local media member utilizing the seat must agree to act as a pooled journalist for all media members. The local media must provide a designated list of representatives who will use the seat during trial to the trial court administrator before the start of the trial. And that would be August 11th, 2025. That's the start of the trial as of right now. And any person on the list must agree to pool his or her work. If you would like to review this order, please go to June 4th, 2025 on the public docket, and you will be able to read it. Thanks for joining us today.